All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig. That's right, you're through to the chopping block. Now, who's up on the docket today? Well, it is a certain Mohamed Elneny. But before I come on to Elneny, I'm going to have to do something that Lee did yesterday in his video. Now, I didn't think I was going to have to do with my guys, but it seems like I'm going to have to. Whenever I do these video series, they're always my opinion. It's not meant to upset anyone. Actually, it's meant to be a cause of debate for people. I am all for debating the finer points with people, you know, unless they get silly and then I'm just like, all right, mate, all the best, you know. That's always my kind of view. But people get so fucking wound the fuck up. Believe it or not, people, I can have an opinion and not want it to negatively affect the team. You know, I've had all sorts of comments, particularly in the last two videos, because those were the last two videos that were the most controversial. Because I genuinely laid out my opinion on why two players I didn't believe would be there. Ironically, I thought I'd get all that shit in the Mesut Ozil video. And the Mesut Ozil video is the one that's the most liked. It was like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Because I dare say that a youngster is not good enough, and someone who has recently been in good... I fucking predicted it yesterday as well in that video. Arsenal fans have this habit of, you could be shit for 90% of the season, and then you have 5 or 6 good games. Dare say something about that motherfucker if they've had 5 or 6 good games. Dare say that they're not good enough, and you will have hail and thunder and this and motherfucker. Come on, I grant you, I'll be the first one to say it. Mkhitaryan has been excellent for the last 2-3 months of the season. 2 months for sure of the season. Don't act like the last year hasn't been some nonsense though. Please, people, come on. And even if you disagree, no problem. Have a fucking debate. Don't say, oh, well, you're just trying to cause a divide while Arsenal are playing so well. Come on. First of all, the players ain't going to watch this and become disheartened at what the fuck I'm saying. Come on. I'm just a big black guy that's got 4,000 subscribers. I don't think they're really going to pay fucking attention to that. Right? Let's be real here. My gosh. And then this is the thing, because this is the two ways you usually have Arsenal fans go. Either you're causing a divide in the middle of a good run, but then when there's a bad run, you think, okay, then maybe this is the appropriate time to do it. And then they'll be like, oh, well, you know, you're just capitalizing off negativity. Motherfuckers, when am I meant to say some shit then? I have a fucking YouTube channel to do. I have content to put out. Fuck. Anyway, that's my little rant over and done with. Let's get back on with it. So I've started the damn music again in order to do that. Mohamed Elneny, Egyptian international Mohamed Elneny. It feels like he's been with us for ages, right? What if I told you he's been with us for 3 years? January 2016 was when we signed him. Crazy, right? It's honestly unbelievable. Because I don't know, you just assume... There were two things I assumed at Elneny. They'd been with us 5-6 years, and he was 28, 29. Do you know he's 26? Still pretty young. But yes, Mohamed Elneny, the defensive midfielder that never plays. You know, he barely features on the bench. And to be honest, I feel sorry for him because, in a way, even though I don't believe he's good enough for Arsenal, the man's 26 years old. He needs to be fucking playing football. And he doesn't play. I'm told the word behind the scenes is that Emre actually really likes him as a player, but doesn't think he's good enough to be a starter, but thinks that, you know, he's very professional, good to have around the dressing room, nice guy. And you can tell he's a nice guy. That's, in a way, a lot of his problem. You know, I always thought to myself that I always thought to myself that if you were to combine Coquelin and him into one player, you would have a pretty good player. Because Coquelin had the combativeness you wanted Mohamed Elneny to have. Because Elneny had the technical skill that Coquelin didn't have. Both of them were terrible shots. Although Elneny used to be a good shot. I don't know whatever happened to that. But yeah, it just has never quite happened for Elneny, you know. He's always been the best of what we've had left. He's never your go-to guy. He's never the guy that you think to yourself, let's put Elneny in a team. He'll be decent. He's always been decent by default because we ain't got no one left. So you have to try and talk this motherfucker up a little bit. But yeah, Mohamed Elneny came from Basel, £5 million player. And truth be told, he's done what I've expected a £5 million player to do. Let's just be fucking real about it. Just a nice guy, plays like a nice guy, and I think that's the problem. I feel for him because he's 26 years old and he's not playing football, but I also think that from an Arsenal perspective, and more importantly from a club perspective, and that's what I'm doing these videos for, what I believe the club will decide is that you have a player here who has 3 years left on his contract, because last season he was given an extension of his contract. He was given a brand new contract. And no, I think he's got 2 years left on his contract now. So you've got a 26-year-old, 2 years left of the contract, doesn't really have a future at the club in my view. So we've got to be looking to move him on. Excuse me. So we've got to be looking to move him on. And to me, I just think that represents an opportunity to... You've got a team like Leicester who were interested in him last year. They were interested in last summer. They were interested in him this January as well. And all three occasions, we rejected their approach. He's valued at 15 million. The fact that you could triple your money, I mean, my gosh, it's not every day Arsenal make a profit on players these days. If we can somehow triple our money on Mohamed Elneny, he goes off and gets to play football for a decent club. We get some Muller. We get £80,000 off the books. Everybody's fucking happy. Yeah? It's happy days. Because let's be real, yeah. Yes, 80 grand is not going to break the bank. We could afford to keep him on. But then why if you don't have to? That 80 grand could contribute to somebody's wage demand, you know? Do you think if we were to get someone like, say, an Adrian Rabiot, I can't even say his fucking name properly, right? Who I think, because he's coming for free, is going to demand a lot of dough, right? And I think he's such a good player. I would love him to join the club, right? If he was to join and he's asking for £200,000 a week and we only have £120,000 a week to pay him, meanwhile you got Elneny there sitting, not even on the damn bench, doing nothing, might as well fucking make use of his wage. And it's just, this is the world we're in. We have to be ruthless, particularly going forward. Particularly come the end of the season, one of two things is going to happen. Either we've made the Champions League and we need to start signing Champions League caliber players. And I think Rabiot is one of those type of players. Or we haven't made the Champions League, and in which case we need to make sure the fuck we make the Champions League next year. So we need to sort ourselves out. We need to make sure that we get the job done. And unfortunately, I believe that those are the reasons why the club will choose to sell Mohamed Elneny. You guys let me know what you think. Maybe we might be all agreed on this one, but it's YouTube. You never the fuck know. So do let me know in the comments below. Take some time just to quickly hit that like button. A big thumbs up for the video. It gets the video noticed. It drives traffic to the video. So everybody that watches this, do me a favor. Hit that like button. I would really, genuinely appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to be back tomorrow with with tomorrow and Sunday to finish this video series. And then you may find that I'm back next week with a certain Mr. Gunner, where me and him are going to be doing a breakdown of the top 4 race. I've had plenty of requests for us to do this, so I think me and Lee need to just go in and just do this, and let's see what happens. So that'll be next week, Wednesday at 8 PM. Don't miss that. And if you like this video, just remember, hit that like button. All right, I'm out of here. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me. Make sure you don't miss next Wednesday. I'm out of here. Take care.